Carlos Ray Norris, known to the world as Chuck, was born in Ryan, Oklahoma, a small town that seemed to hold little promise beyond the horizon. Inside the walls of his home, life was difficult, filled with tension and hardship. His father, a war veteran, returned home deeply affected by the trauma of battle, his internal struggles spilling over into anger and volatility. For young Chuck, the nights were long, often filled with fear as he braced for outbursts and conflict. Growing up in this environment, Chuck learned early that survival required silence, strength, and emotional resilience. Though the world outside his home might have seemed peaceful, within those walls, he was forced to face struggles far beyond his years. These formative years, filled with pain and fear, were the beginning of Chuck's journey toward resilience and inner strength. The light of a mother. In the midst of the turmoil at home, Chuck found a guiding light in his mother, Wilma. She was the steady presence in his life, offering him love, hope, and faith when everything else seemed uncertain. As a single mother raising 3 boys, Wilma's strength was quiet but fierce. She worked tirelessly to provide for her family, often making sacrifices to ensure they had food and shelter. It was her faith, her prayers, and her love that kept the family grounded through difficult times. Chuck often turned to his mother for comfort and support, drawing strength from her unwavering belief in him. Wilma's influence shaped Chuck's understanding of resilience, not as something visible or celebrated, but as a quiet, everyday endurance. Her care and sacrifices became the foundation upon which he would build his future. Leaving the past behind. When Chuck was 16, his mother made the brave decision to leave the life they had known and move to California. It wasn't a promise of immediate happiness, but it was the chance for a new beginning, an escape from the fear and volatility of their past. For Chuck, this move was transformative. It marked the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. Though the scars of his childhood would never fully disappear, they became a source of strength and determination. As the family settled into a new life, Chuck began to feel a sense of freedom he had never known. He carried with him the lessons of resilience, survival, and perseverance, knowing that his past had shaped him into someone who could rise above the challenges that awaited him in the future. The discipline of the Air Force. At 18, Chuck joined the Air Force, seeking structure and purpose. The military provided him with the discipline and framework that he had lacked in his early life. It was in the Air Force that Chuck began to build the physical and mental strength that would serve him throughout his life. It was also during this time, while stationed in South Korea, that he discovered martial arts, a practice that would become a defining part of his identity. At first, martial arts were difficult and unappealing, filled with stumbles and failures. Yet Chuck's determination and inner resolve pushed him to continue. Each day on the mat, he chipped away at his fears, replacing them with discipline, focus, and the belief that perseverance could overcome any obstacle. Love and new beginnings. In 1998, Chuck found stability and joy when he married Gena O'Kelly. Gena brought a calm and loving presence into Chuck's life, and together, they built a home filled with warmth and laughter. In 2001, they were blessed with twins, Dakota and Dan Lee, and Chuck's focus shifted from his career to his family. The man who had once fought for survival now found fulfillment in nurturing, protecting, and cherishing the simple joys of life. The Texas ranch became the heart of his world, a place where he could create memories with his family, far removed from the chaos of the public eye. Through this new chapter, Chuck learned that love, connection, and family were the greatest rewards life had to offer. A life of discipline and legacy. Chuck Norris's legacy is not just defined by his films or martial arts titles, but by the principles he lived by. Discipline, hard work, and integrity. Martial arts were more than a career for him. They were a way of life, a means of channeling fear and focusing energy. His discipline shaped not only his professional success, but his personal character, enabling him to navigate the ups and downs of life with grace. Chuck's legacy extends beyond his action-packed roles. He has touched countless lives through teaching, mentoring, and living by the values of courage, humility, and perseverance. His story teaches us that true strength lies not in what we conquer externally, but in what we overcome internally. Reflection and inspiration. Chuck Norris's life is an inspiring example of human resilience. It shows that childhood struggles, personal loss, and setbacks do not define our limits. They shape our capacity to grow and endure. His journey teaches us patience, perseverance, and the importance of staying true to our principles, no matter the challenges we face. Behind his tough guy image, Chuck Norris is a man who has faced many of life's fiercest battles and emerged stronger, not unbroken, but unbowed. His story is a powerful reminder that true strength is born from hardship and that resilience, love, and faith can carry us through even the most difficult times. Conclusion. Chuck Norris's life is a testament to the power of resilience, discipline, and love. From the hardships of his childhood to his rise to fame, his journey shows that true heroism is not about public recognition or accolades, but about how we rise above adversity, protect those we love, and live with integrity. Chuck's story is a reminder that strength is not measured by what we conquer outwardly, but by what we endure inwardly. His life offers timeless lessons about perseverance, love, and the enduring power of the human spirit.